If you are eager to get out and work in your garden, aren't you lucky, because the time is finally here. Around here, April 15th is a magic day because that's generally your thumbs up, get out there and work in the yard day. So we're very happy to have Suzanne Ford, Carlton Mathis here with the Master Gardeners of Hamilton County. Good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for having us.
Gearing up for the Garden Expo, which I know a lot of people do hold on to that April 15th date, me included, but I bet you're going to caution people when they come out that we can still get a frost, Carlton.
Yeah, typically April 15th is historically the last frost date, but I tell people wait till after April 15th because you may get some cold days in between. When you get to after Mother's Day, you're pretty
easy sailing.
Easy sailing. Just go for it, get out there in the yard and get your garden started, get your landscape updated.
I think that gardening is a lot like interior decorating. Everybody has their own style that they like. It needs to fit your home. If you have a cottage, that's one look, Suzanne. If you have a colonial home, that's another look. And some people like perennials, some like annuals. Got to have a little bit of both.
Got to have a little bit of everything, and also a lot of times, like I like a kind of a more wild garden. I like my plants to kind of grow their own way. Some people like it very shaped. You know, they want to have it all very manicured and very, very sort of orderly looking.
Right.
So that's part of it. The other thing about this time of year is that even though the sun may be warm and we're walking around in flip-flops and sleeveless shirts, the soil is still cold. So you can't necessarily plant everything directly because your little plant is going to get in there and kind of go, eek. And I think this is particularly true of tomatoes. Am I right, Carlton?
Yeah. In any of your summer vegetables, they need the soil temperature warmed up. You know, the tomatoes, okra, bell peppers, all that stuff. They, like Suzanne said, it needs the soil to warm up.
Okay, so at the Expo, part of what they're going to have the benefit of coming out to see is they can buy plants while they're there, but they can also get your expert advice on how to make those little guys happy in the ground.
That is absolutely correct. We have 42 vendors of garden-related items at the Expo, and also we have demonstration gardens that the Master Gardeners provide, demonstrations on monarch butterflies, composting, invasive vines, and pollinators. So all those demonstrations are part of the Expo. And like you mentioned, it's $10 that covers both Friday and Saturday. That's 15th.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, in the 15th and 16th. So come out for both days. And we have classrooms available too. In our classrooms, we have classroom discussion on camellias, which is like a fall plant. It's not
evergreen.
Evergreen, yeah, it's a good plant.
Yep.
We have a class on pollinators, edible landscape,
Right.
and container gardening, and even a homesteading class on in your yard.
You know, the joke with my kids used to be that, because I love to work in the yard, and it would be, oh, let me just pull in and get a few things on the way home from school, and they would just cry, Mom, please, no, because you can't do it quickly, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And if you think I ask a lot of questions, if you go to this event and you're wanting to see about camellias, for example, y'all are going to end up having a lot of questions asked. Sunlight conditions, do you want something to grow fast? If so, that's not going to be your plant. All those kinds of things, right?
Well, we've had a couple of events in this area. One was the 2020 tornado that tore out a lot of trees.
Yeah.
And then the second one was this past Christmas where we got the freeze. So a lot of people are waiting for plants to wake up from that freeze, and they're not waking up. So you need to come to the Expo and get some replacement plants.
Okay, I want to talk about, these are cannas, right?
These are
these lilies here.
no, they are calla lilies.
They're calla lilies, that's right. So I have a neighbor who has some in his pots. They have some in their pots out front. And I don't know if they've planted them or if they've just gotten a nice arrangement and they've put them in the pot to sit.
They probably got a nice arrangement.
They probably do. But they will be able to withstand the summer sun, correct?
Yes, according to the directions, which I do read, even as a master gardener, you can, it's like they don't like full sun. They're going to stop blooming, and then you have to let the bulb go. And the thing about plants like these, where I bought this, you know, at the, I think I bought it at Ace, is that they've been grown indoors. They've been grown in a greenhouse. So they're really kind of indoor plants, just like, I suppose, an indoor cat. Can you let it outside? So in order to grow it outside, what I'm going to do is put it on my deck in the summer, maybe in a pot, get it used to being outdoors, and then I'm going to try to find a place to plant it that's somewhat protected.
Right.
There was a garden on our garden tour a couple of years ago where the owner had a little field of calla lilies, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
you can do this.
That's
So
tropical plant.
What is this that you brought, Carlton?
This is a cotoneaster. This is a low-growing
Shrub
that we use like for cover. Now cotoneasters, this is a coral beauty. It's a red berry, and I've seen them with white berries on them. And this is a low-growing shrub, but you can also get a variety of cotoneaster that grows tall.
Will the leaf stay green, or will it stay on it, or does it fall off?
No, it's an evergreen.
Okay.
And that's what we try to tell people is, get the plant that fits your situation and look at the mature size of the plant. So this cotoneaster, if you expected it to get tall and it makes a low growing mound, don't be upset by that, but that's what the plant does.
Sun or shade?
It's full sun.
Full sun,
Yeah.
okay.
And this particular plant came from Ottawa Nursery. So
Okay.
all the nurseries, Ottawa Nursery, Barn, Green Thumb, all those, the nurseries are good because they tell you information about your plant. So
Right.
that's
Something else, if you're an avid gardener or if you're new to it, it's in the accessories that gardening can be so much fun. So you'll also find that there. Like there's a master gardener who makes this box that's back here.
It's a carry-all. You
I
can
won't
use
even
it
try
as
to
a
pick it up.
planter. You can put your tools in it.
That's
You can.
beautiful.
I'm going to put it on my deck this later on in the year, and maybe put some herbs in it. It's
beautiful.
Put some piece of landscaper fabric on the bottom.
Our gardeners from New England will call that a hod.
A hod.
The hod. So, and the design of it is to take it out in the garden and get your vegetables, and then while it's in the basket, rinse it off. So you won't have to carry that dirt and soil into your home. But it's made out of cedars, so
Beautiful.
It'll last for a long time.
And then the birdhouse that you brought, is that for bluebird or?
This is designed for bluebird, and one of our vendors is Tri-State Bluebird Society, and this is designed for a bluebird, but any cavity nesting dweller that fits that 1.5-inch hole.
Right.
Bluebirds, chickadees, wrens, that sort of thing.
So this would be my advice to you. You probably know it better than I do, but study your house between now and April 15th. Spend your day, take a look at your sunlight conditions every 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1, right until sunset. And that way when you get out there on the prime days to plant and you buy to your heart's content at the Garden Expo, you can know that you're buying the right thing.
You will know, and all the vendors will answer questions. What I heard last year from people who were on their way out with little carts full of plants was that everybody they talked to was there to give them advice, to help them. So you can go to a class, you can talk to the person who you're buying the plant from.
Right.
You can talk to one of the master gardeners, and you'll come away with a lot of, and then just put the plant in the ground and see what happens.
We have 42 vendors. Come spend the day with us. We'll teach you how.
Your thumb's going to be green before you know it. So it's the Garden Expo brought to you by the Master Gardeners of Hamilton County, the 15th and 16th of April at Camp Jordan. You can always learn more at mghc.org. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good.